I'm Brady Patsy, and I will be playing the role of Sweeney Todd. So at the auditions, Stephen Santa, who's directing the piece, kind of talked about what he's looking at as far as a concept goes. And actually, on the first rehearsal, we joked that this is not your grandma's Sweeney Todd, because it is definitely not a traditional production. The entire thing is set in a 1950s insane asylum, and it really is remarkable to look at these characters from a show that we all know and have listened to, one of Sondheim's most popular pieces, and put this dark, interesting spin on all of these characters. So going into the role of Sweeney with the idea that I'm actually just a mental patient in this hospital who's becoming, it's like an actor's dream come true because I am Brady playing this person in 1950 asylum playing Sweeney Todd. So I not only get to take on the atmosphere of the person who is in the asylum, but then I get to take who they are and put it towards who Sweeney Todd is as well, and the story that he has. His story is already so layered with the history and what he's set out to do, and it's really interesting taking that with a full mental health approach to it. It's dark, but it's great. So as a senior in high school, I actually went down to Pittsburgh and started taking some classes through Pittsburgh Musical Theater, got very involved with them in their professional company. I've been there now for almost 12 years. And, the professional theater scene in Pittsburgh is truly remarkable. I mean, people are doing remarkable productions with incredible sets, and the talent it's pretty top notch. So Pittsburgh's the place to be when it comes to theater. I started my first split stage show. I got actually involved. My girlfriend was involved. She dragged me to an audition, so I went to do Chicago for them, which I love Chicago. So I was totally cool with. Got cast, thoroughly enjoyed working with them. Rob Jessup and Nate Newell as the producers are just incredible people. They start almost every rehearsal for every process with, welcoming everybody to the split stage family. And it's true that it is really family oriented. They're not necessarily doing family oriented shows, but the company as a whole, they treat you like gold. They hire the best, so you're really working with incredible people. And even though they're technically a community theater, you are totally emerged in a professional theater company. Even though they're considered community, you would never feel that you're doing a community theater show when you're working with them. Their sets are beautiful, their shows, their talent. I mean, it really is something incredible. We're having a 9-piece orchestra for this particular production of Sweeney Todd. I mean, it's great. Well, honestly, I think Stephen Santa is a great example of that. What he is doing with this particular production of Sweeney Todd, and then he actually moves on to a production of Hedwig with PMT. And his work on Avenue Q this past year was the #1 show in Pittsburgh, according to the City Paper. So I think Stephen's definitely somebody to keep your eye on, because he is truly making some remarkable shows happen all over Pittsburgh and Irwin and this whole area. That's an amazing question. One of the things that I would love to see Pittsburgh theater do as a whole is collaborate and work together. Seeing these productions and all of these companies and realize that it's not a competition, that everybody's kind of trying to do the exact same thing, and it's keep art alive in this amazing city. So let's work together. I mean, we have so many resources for everybody, for different things. So I would love to see that kind of collaboration and, seeing people from different companies at other companies' shows. It would be a great way of seeing a community come together as one, knowing that we all have the same job, and that is to keep art alive and to create art and to give ourselves over to an audience. I have so many things. I just recently got promoted through Pittsburgh Musical Theater, and I've taken over their conservatory. So the first show of their season is actually Annie at the Byam Theater, and it is the teen production for this year's conservatory, and they actually are working in collaboration with the Capitol Orchestra. So I will be heavily involved with that as the conservatory director. Every year we do Christmas Carol with Pittsburgh Musical Theater, which is another one that I will definitely be involved in December. So So I'm pretty booked through the end of the year, which I am okay with. It actually is amazing to be a working actor and have that much work already lined up, all the way through 2018. That's great. My name is Brady Patsy, and I am playing the role of Sweeney Todd in split stage production of Sweeney Todd and Mr. Bones Knows Me.